Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Leanne. I'm a yoga and Pilates teacher, online coach and personal trainer. Today I'm going to take you through a 45-minute live Pilates class where we're going to target spine health, strength. We're going to work on improving the posture and lots of hip openers and strengthening exercises for the lower body as well. So lots of stretching, lots of stress release, and I'll bring in the essential oil. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you have nice smells around you. If you've not got essential oils, candles are a good idea. And I will prompt you when we use these towards the end. Let's get started in a standing up position. So we're going to be starting with good morning. So hands next to your head, pushing shoulders back and elbows back, hips come back. Feel a stretch in the hamstring, the back of the leg, and squeeze the bum cheeks to rise. Coming down, hips must be back to keep the spine nice and neutral. When you're searching for that stretch in the back of the leg, that's when you know you're hitting the sweet spot. So it's a small bend at the knee, it's just mostly bending at the hip. Warming the lower back up as well. Another 10 if you can, or feel free to rest throughout. Another 3, 2, 1. Good. Next we're going to go into higher curtsy squats. So standing hip width apart stance, shifting your weight over to one leg, the other one comes back, and you're dipping down with the knee. So the knee should just be off the floor, the back knee even, and this knee does face toward, out. However, it is still over the midline of the foot. Keeping your weight in the heel. You should start to feel it on the outer hip. If you don't feel comfortable with this with the knees, feel free to just go over to squats. It's quite an odd movement, but you're hitting the IT band, the glute minimus, all good for hip stability and strength. So we can get into some deeper stretches. One more, you should start to feel it on the outer, over to the other side. So the more you cross over, the more stability work the muscles are getting fired into. Good. Looking for about 10 to 12. Big muscle groups are being worked, so get you out of breath. One more. Really good for balance and proprioception. Lateral leg lifts next. Looking for 20. So again, working the outer part of the hip. Soft knee on the stabilizing leg. Good. 10. 6. 2. 1. And over to the other side. See if you can feel the glutes working and fatiguing to support the leg from the other exercises that we've just done. Or you might feel it more in the next round. 10. 7. 6. 2, 1. Good, well done. Feel free to grab a drink as we do all that again. Starting with the good mornings. Doing it all once more. When you're ready, arms back, elbows back, hips come back, stretch the hamstrings, squeeze the bum cheeks to rise. Really focus on using those muscles, tune into the ones that you need to use. Keep tension in them, keeping it controlled. Another 5. 3. One more. Good. Squats or curtsy squats. 10 to 12. 2, good. It's quite a strange movement, this one. Another 2. It's one of them that you feel the next day, you know. Over to the other side. Sitting back on that back leg, making sure you're not leaning forward with your chest proud. Take your time coming up, using that stability in that leg. Couple more. Excellent. Lateral leg lifts. Another 8, looking for 20. 3, 1. Over to the other side. 5, chest proud. 6. Over halfway. Good. 6. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Grab a drink. Next, last part of the standing for the hamstrings. We're going to walk our hands down, belly to thigh, Uttanasana, relaxing the neck. More bend in the knee, the easier it's going to be. Or you can straighten your leg for hamstring flexibility in a minute. Now they're nice and warm. If you can hold on to the backs of your heels, great. If not, just put them next to your hands next to your feet. And one at a time, you're going to try and come in and out of a straight leg, feeling that hamstring stretch. And if you can lock both legs, now they're nice and warm, even better. Relaxing the neck and use your big deep breaths to sink in to that stretch and that mild discomfort. Hold takes time and patience. You can come out of this whenever you feel like it, or you can keep holding. 2 more big deep breaths. Excellent. Coming onto the floor, cat-cow. Let's see how we feel today. taking a somatic approach to the cat-cow, so lingering in either the cat or the cow if it feels good. I prefer the cow. Looking for 5 altogether. Good. Moving our hips side to side. And you see the parts of your hips on either side. If not, lean into the tighter side. Good. I'm going to make our way down onto the sides of our stomachs. I'm going to start with small circles. So you can have your leg bent for stability and use your hand as a kickstand if needed. Hips stacked. Small circles. We're painting with our feet. Looking for 10. Good. Into raises, up and down. Making sure that your knees face forward. It's not rotating to the sky. So then it's isolated on the IT band. Looking for 10 here. 4. And then the last one you've got the option to hold. 6. And hold. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Plank that clam shells up and down the piriformis. Another 10. Three, 2, 1. Good. Into side plank dips. Elbow directly under your shoulder. You can hold on to the side of the mat if it's hurting your elbow. Going for 15 or as many as you can today. And then we're going for 15 pulses, keeping that time under tension, that muscle under tension, sorry. Making sure your abs are engaged at the front as well. Another 5, 4, 2 more. 1 more. And pulse. 1, 2, 6. Really use the sides of the stomach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bottom knee comes forward, top knee back. I'm going to stretch that side out. Inhale, arm rises. Exhale, over. Pushing the knees down into the floor. Good. Same side, coming down. If you're a beginner, you can swap sides. You don't have to go on the same side. Or if you want to progress it, build muscle and tone, same side. Starting with the small circles for 10. When you finish your 10, going on to lateral leg lifts. 10. 5. Keeping that knee face forward. 6. Another 2, then you've got the option to hold. Finish your last rep and hold. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, let it burn, 1, release. Clamshells, 10, 2, pushing the shoulders down away from ears, chest proud, 4, 7. When you finish your last rep, side plank dips, 15 pulses, pushing your hips forward, 2, coming down with control, all the way down, 5, good. Another 5, 2, one more, and pulse, 1, 2. Try and switch that glute off, 6, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Well done. Bottom knee forward, top knee back, stretch. Let's see if we can edge a little bit further over this time to help with any stiffness, tightness around the pelvis and low back pain prevention. Pushing them hips down, lean into that stretch. Arm directly over your head if you can. Good, and release. Feel free for a water break. Let's move over to the other side. Starting with small circles. Looking for 10 again, 10 on everything. And lateral leg lift. 2, you can feel your muscle above your hip engaged for control coming down. 3, 2, 1. And hold, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To clamshells, 10. 3, trying to get all the way up. 7. 10, good. And you finish your last one. Side plank dips. 15. As always, if this is your weaker side, just be patient with it, but match the reps you did on the first side. 4, so you might need to pause. 8. Last 3, 2, 1, and pulse. 1, 2, 4, 7, 10, 13, 14, 15. Whew. Well done, definitely my weaker side. Stretch it out. No pressure on the first stretch. Arm over your head. One more deep breath in. Excellent. Back over to small circles. The leg, 10. Nine, 10, lateral leg lift. 5. 9. And hold. 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Clamshells. 10. 6, 7, 9. You feel a shake. 10. Good. Side plank dips. 15. Pushing the hips forward. 10. And 15 pulses. 2. Last ones. 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. Oh, well done. Bottom knee comes forward. Opportunity for flexibility. Leaning into that stretch a little bit further than before. Pushing the hip and the knees into the floor. One more big deep breath. Well done. Water break if you need one. Otherwise, coming on to the semi-supine position. Abs mixed in with glutes. So hips up. Ideally your hips will be as high as your thighs. Chest proud. You can even walk your shoulders under your chest if that feels good. Hyperextension. Squeezing the bum cheeks. You'll feel this in your hamstrings as well. If you get a cramp, feel free to come in and out of this, but if you get a cramp, have a play around with your foot placing. You might be too close or too far away from your hips. You should start to feel a warm sensation in your lower back, your hips, your glutes, your hamstrings. Let's pulse. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep them hips up as high as you can. 7, 10, 12. Counteracting any sitting today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Apanasana. Knees in for a hug and roll. Then we're going to cross our arms as much as you can and cross our legs. Imprint your spine on the mat, so no back curves. We're going to crunch our elbow to our knee and down, in and out. Adding weight to the upper and lower body with our arms and legs like this. If you can bring your hips off the floor, even better. As many as you can, or another 15. You're working the strength of your neck as well. Pause at the top for a squeeze. Leading with your chest, not your neck. 8, 7, 5, 4, 2, 1. Well done. Release. 3 deep breaths for relaxation and stress management. Inhale through the nose, arms come over your head. Pause with full lungs before slowly exhaling. The slower you exhale, the more relaxation and stress release. Inhale. Pushing the belly out on the inhale. Slow exhale. Again, one more. Let's bring them glutes back on into it. So walking your shoulders under your chest. You might want to go a little bit more this time. Hyperextension. How high can you get them hips up? Squeezing the bum cheeks. It's bringing 20 pulses. You can just do this in a normal glute bridge, not a hyperextension if you feel it's too intense. You're the boss. This is also a stretch for your hip flexors at the front. 10, 9, 7, 6, 4, 2, 1. Release. Apanasana, counteracting. Roll side to side. Good. Legs up as straight as you can. You're just going to try and touch your toes for as many times as you can. I'm going to go for 12 times. Trying to come down with control. 5, 7. Last 4, 3, 2. Slower the better. Good. Whew. Hip flexor work there. 3 more breaths. Inhale through the nose. Slow exhale. Good. Back to the glute bridges. All hyperextension. 20 pulses. Keeping the weight in the heel. If you want to hold hands with yourself to improve flexibility, you can bind your hands, interlace. 10, 9, 8, 7. Last ones of these. 6, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Release. Apanasana. Arms out to your side for window wipers, so you can bend your knees or you can have them straight, but imprint your spine into the mat. Over to the left for a nice gentle spinal twist. You don't have to come all the way down if you feel it's too intense. You can do a little bit of a pulse. Try and connect to that lower core. Can you feel it engaging and keeping control of your legs? Looking for 12. Slower you do it, and the more control, the more tone and strength. It's a really nice stretch as well. Another 6. Pushing your hands into the floor. 4. Knees coming up to the navel. 2. One more. Good. 3 deep breaths. First stretch, we're going to shift our hips over to the right, knees over to the left, arms out to your side for spinal twist. Settle in. We want both shoulder blades on the mat. This really does stretch out your back and helps with any sitting you've been doing or lots of walking. Notice where you feel this. With your shoulder blades on the mat, if you want to extend that top leg and hold on to it for a deeper stretch in your lower back, feel free. Every exhale, you're releasing that tension in your body and you're starting to relax using that exhale. So big deep breath in. Keep scanning through your body to find areas of tension, little muscles tensed up. Just switch them off. Lean into the stretch. Relax your hips, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders and shoulder blades. Can you get your foot on the floor? Can you get your knee on the floor without your shoulder lifting? On the next inhale, coming back to semi-supine just to appreciate that stretch sensation just melting away. And then you'll shift your hips over to the left, knees over to the right and settle in. Shoulders on the mat. Arms out to your sides, a nice open chest. Relax your back, your glutes. You can extend that top leg if this side feels good as well, which shoulder should be on the floor. You might feel this stretch mostly in a different area. Just take note of that. These are your tight areas. And lean in with your exhale to the stretch sensation. If you're twitching or cramping, you've just gone a little bit too far, so just dial it back a bit. Maybe bend again at the knee or use a block underneath your knees. Relax your glutes. Keep that body scanning up from your head to your toes. One more big deep breath in. Excellent. Bending both knees. Come into semi-supine. Feel that tension melt away. You can lie here and practice some deep breaths, or I've been ill for over a week, and I don't know about you, like when you're trying to conserve energy, your posture just goes to shit, like your shoulders just round, and also when we're tired and things like that. So if you want to counteract that and push them shoulders back, with your block, you're just going to carefully, and you're looking to come around shoulder height, bra height. You can have a play around with it, what feels comfortable. I'll use that word loosely. But you should feel a stretch above and below the block where it's counteracting. Your head should face forward, so your neck's not looking upright, face forward, arms out to the side like a T. And if it feels a bit intense, that you can come further down, have a play around, further up, whatever feels good, because it's a good sign. You're just trying to relax. Your muscles in your back will tense up. Use your exhale as always to try and relax. Now the muscles are nice and warm. Notice how this feels. Trying to keep your face forward. Trying to keep switching off those muscles. They might keep tensing up if you've not done this before. This is a good one to do if you've had a long day of picking children up and you just do this before you go to bed. It can make all of a difference for a fatigued, tired back and be preventative for back injuries and bad posture. It's pushing that chest proud, which is part of good posture. Your bum's just relaxed on the floor. Use your deep breath in, a slow exhale, sink. to come off. You can elevate yourself with your elbows, or I like to gently roll onto one side and come off. You could stay like that for ages. Next, we're going to do the shoelace before going into the hip openers. So, block to handy, unless you want a more intense stretch. So, starting in the hero, your left leg comes over to your right knee. It's your first one. And then, as this bottom leg untucks, you're going to sit on your block. And the idea here is to bring both feet, so they're roughly in a line. Knees are on top of one another. You're looking for that stretch on the outer hip. So they are nice and warm. We have just worked these with the courtesy lunges and lateral leg lift. And bending at the hips, so hips get sent back, belly to thigh. It's going to hold that position. And feel free to remove the block if you want a more intense stretch after a few seconds of holding this. Leaning into that stretch sensation. Excellent. Coming out of it, untucking, coming back into the hero, over to the other side. So right knee over to left leg. And as you untuck the bottom, sit on the block, shimmy the knees on top of one another, feet out to the side. Hips get sent back, belly to thigh first. Breathe. Slower the exhale, the more those muscles are going to relax to help you into some flexibility. It's like pigeon pose this, but a lot more intense. So if you are struggling, do feel free to go into pigeon. Again, lean into that stretch, allow yourself to feel it. That mild discomfort. Keep pushing the bum back. It's a subtle movement, makes all the difference. Good, untucking. Making our way over to a downward dog for some hip openers. I'm just going to paddle out those feet, relax the neck. Enjoy the calf stretch and come in and out of any of these as much as you need to. Might not be your night to do this dragon. Right leg comes up and over for the stretch, then by the right hand, settle in. So you can grab your block as well and have it handy if you think you'll need it. If you're coming back after illness or you're ill right now, you're going to be more inflamed. So it'll be harder to get into these intense ones and you just might not be up for feeling any more discomfort than what you already are. The straighter that back leg is, the more you can come down onto your elbows. But bringing in a little movement left to right, allowing yourself to feel any stiffness, any tightness. Deep breaths helps your body and muscles to relax. Use it. Very powerful. If you want to come onto your elbows, feel free, or you can come on to one with your block. Pushing the knee out. One more big deep breath in. Good. Coming over to hamstring stretch, sending them hips back. Toes up to the sky. Exhale, belly to thigh, feel the hamstring stretch. Inhale and rise. Exhale, lean in. Inhale, rise. Belly to thigh, hips sent back. Good. One more. Good. Coming back to downward dog. Paddling them heels out. I heard somebody call the calves today a second heart, which is the first time I'd heard that. But apparently the calves are really important in helping blood flow go back to the heart, you know, with blood pooling. So the stronger your calves are, the better the heart and the circulatory system works. Left leg comes up and back and joins the left hand. Settle in. Having your block handy. Moving left to right. How does this side feel? Can you feel any differences? Trying to find room and space to straighten that back leg a bit more. It takes time and patience and consistency. We're asking a lot of our bodies. Flexibility. Pushing your hips towards the mat. If you can come onto your elbows, great, feel free. 2 big deep breaths. Good. Bringing our leg over for the hamstring stretch, sending the hips back, toes to ceiling. Exhale, belly to thigh. Inhale, rise, using your block for balance. One more. Well done. Coming back to downward dog. Last stretch out of the heels. I used to hate downward dog, but it's a really good one. Good. Come into an easy seat, any seated position that feels comfortable for you. I'm going to come around with the essential oils. Is everybody okay with eucalyptus? Just going to warm and start to tune in to those smells. You might want to rub a bit onto your arms, your neck, your face. Deep breath in through the nose with the smells. And a slow exhale back to Namaste position prayer. Inhale again. Slower the exhale and more relaxation. Again. One more. Good. Coming into an easy seat. I'm going to practice some pranayama box breathing to settle the nervous systems and help with quality of sleep tonight. So you can rest your hands onto your thighs in chin mudra if you'd like to, or you can just simply rest them. Sitting tall, shoulders down and relaxed, neck nice and tall, chest proud. I'm going to take 3 big deep breaths before we start. Making an effort to use the ribs, the diaphragm, the chest on the rise, on the inhale. When we breathe like this and we use all of our lung capacity, it's mobilizing to the thoracic area of the back. It's around the bra area. I'm going to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue. Sending the oxygen all the way down to the belly on the inhale. Rising the chest. Taking a moment for gratitude. Notice how your body's feeling in this moment. Being present with it. Every time your mind wanders, just bring it back to your breath. Don't shine a spotlight on it just now. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. My divine inner light bows down to your divine inner light. Namaste. Thanks for coming tonight. I hope you sleep well.